Hello, welcome back to Average Gamer Plays Factorio. Now in this episode I'm going to try and finish wiring up this sulfur plant. It just occurred to me, let's just copy one of those setups because I need to have two oil. That just about fits in there, doesn't it? If I've got these trains will line up with this train up here, so the power poles will need to line up, but it certainly looks like there's going to be enough room to get a pipe sort of in here, even if it has to sort of go, even if the pipe has to come in and go around and down, and obviously those pumps will be the other way around to load onto the fluid wagons. But that shouldn't be too much of an issue, I don't think. That will certainly all fit into there. So we'll have one of these loading sulfuric acid, one of these loading lube. That's right, that's what I was doing. Now the other thing is, yeah, I need to I'll copy from this setup here, because this for a loading train is going to be let me just put that down. That down over there temporarily. Let me take the Spidey's bots away from him. I should really blueprint a loading station, shouldn't I? Because I'm going to be using them quite a bit. Although just copying and pasting it from an existing setup isn't going to be too difficult. Okay, so that's going to line up with that, isn't it? Oh, that's neat. That will just go through there. So then we can have... I mean, it might be cheaper in terms of belts and undergrounds. Actually, tell you what I'll do. Take this lot up. Let's put all that down again. Because then it'll be just as easy, or it'll be easier for me to wire to have a set of pipes coming up here than it is to have another set of undergrounds and whatever. So I can probably just get rid of all of that. Fairly bog standard kind of input into that there for the sulfur, and then I'll just have whatever balancer on there, sort of however many comes out of the okay, so I'll have the sulfur train at the bottom and then the sulfuric acid and the lube trains at the top. And again, it might be easier to change these around, but I'll do that at the end if that's what we need to do. So we've got the oil train coming in here. The oil comes down here. It actually goes round the corner. Back down and in. Comes along down this line here, along the bottom, and in there. So we've got the oil coming in here and the oil coming in there. Right, so we've got some, so all the sulfuric acid that comes out that goes onto the train is just on one belt really, isn't it? So this is going to take a little while to load up. We'll have that coming out that away because I'm going to need one. I can have these coming in from the top instead of the bottom for the iron plate, can't I? So I can take those up. Right, so we've got 2 lines of iron coming in. So we basically need no, I will change this around. Uh, 8 to 2. Let's try one of those to see what that looks like. Okay. And then that needs to feed down to do these by hand. Yeah, that's alright, I don't mind that being a little bit, actually, no, tell you what we can do. Because that is actually in the middle of those. So I can have one going that way and one going that way. that worked very nicely. So we had the sulfuric acid coming back out. This can actually go... Oh. Yeah, this can come out and this can go this away. Do I need storage tanks, or I just want to put it straight out here? And because I've got a set of storage tanks here on the loading station, don't I? Or I will have anyway, yes. And I will need to double check and make sure that everything is actually fully wired up. Okay, that got built rather easily. Already got a signal up there. And then we'll have a rails out, which is that one there. Nice. Join that in with there. Okay, so we've got oil coming in, we've got iron coming in. Right, LTN iron in for... I'm going to call this oil bug because I like this station now. And that is going to be a iron plate, and again let's get my calculator out. I can never remember the number. I think it's 115,600, and the request threshold there is going to be 32,000, isn't it? Is what that train holds. That is the one that's going to be for the oil, so that request threshold is going to be 200,000. That was going to be minus 400,000, I believe. And again, that is still off. So I need to be making LTN train stations over at the mall, really, and put them onto the building train somewhere. So let's sort that out, because I am going to need these everywhere, really. Now I've finished tidying up the solar panel array, so that is one big. If we have a look at that on the map, that is now one big block there. If I turn on the electric networks, it highlights it a lot easier. I need to do a little bit of landfill there for this lake, and I'll just carry on working my way down here now with it. And then I don't know, I'll probably have to, decide where the train's going to go, and it'll just keep on delivering stuff somewhere else. But we're now sort of still within a reasonable sort of travelling distance for the bots from the base over here where we're building. We're building all the stuff, and I do have a radar in there. It's still delivering stuff to go on the train for the satellites. So even if I come back here, I don't have a radar going all the way down there. Can I just start doing this from there? Can I make an educated guess that that is going to be there? I don't know if it's going to be in the right place or not. Shall I try and do it? Let's see what happens. Well, they're all springing into life. Look at that. If it turns out they're in the wrong place, but it looks like it's lining up, doesn't it? Okay. Now we need to be making LTN train stations and LTN combinators. So we've got that's making train stations. So an LTN train station is train stop, lamp. I need red and green wires and constant combinators. Am I making constant combinators? I don't think I am making them on them all. And I think for the sake of argument, for the amount that I'm going to be making, I might do the same as I did here with the fluid wagons of just setting up a thing with a requester chest. So we'll stick this sort of up here. So these need to be making red wires and green wires. I think I can just hear another rocket being launched in the background there. So we'll have one there for red wires outputting into there. We'll have another one for green wires. Do I need to have them outputting into it? No, I won't do it into a chest. I'll do it onto a little belt. So they can go in through there. That's going to be making LTN train stations. And that is going to request... we'll request 10 train stations. We'll request 10 lamps. Alright, 50 lamps. I don't know if I'm even making lamps here, so we'll find out in a minute. We request 10, we'll have some constant combinators, so we need to be making constant combinators. So we won't have the combinators and the lamps on there. We'll have constant combinators being made there. Lamps being made there. That'll output so that needs copper cable electronic circuit. Well, I'll request we'll have that one making copper cable. So we'll have that. Requesting where is it now? 100 copper plate. Copper cable can just go straight out into there as well. And right, so I won't have that requesting copper plate because right, that can request green circuits and iron plate. The question is, we still have 1,000 in stock. Are they just sort of randomly in stock, or am I actually? Well, I've got green circuits here. Daft sod. Need iron plates. Well, I've got iron plate down here. That needs copper cable. I'm not making copper cable anywhere, am I? But I am making copper... Right. I'm making copper cable there, aren't I? So let's do this. Do I have any long-handled inserters on me? I do. Total complete spaghetti, but I love it. Right, actually, let's rethink this area completely, because I need to have copper cable and green circuits. So I can get the green circuits from I'm getting the green circuits from down there. That is going to be making red circuit, red cable. That is going to be making that. So I need to output but I still need to get the copper cable in. Put all those into there. I will change my logistics. No, I'll still have 10 normal stations because I need them for the mines. So I'll have 10 train stations. I'll have 10 logistics stations. I need to be making LTN combinators in the mall as well. So actually, before I need to update the blueprints as well for this, for the building train. So it's a case of finding space. I'm not going to be building nuclear plants with the building train, so I can take off down another chest somewhere over there. Oh yeah, these are still full, right, okay. Oh. Not the beacons, right. Right, let's set this one. Now, if I turn that off, is it going to start loading things in again? Let's set that for 10 logistics stations. Let's set that one for 10 LTN combinators, which I've not got yet. And then that one is still going to remain empty, so if I think I'll have to just manually get the train out of the way. Just park it over here for a second. It's going to completely block everything else, but basically we need to have this to be set to LTN train stations, this to be set to LTN combinators, and those oh, did I just try and take everything out of that? Can I just set that to be something that we're not using? Although I could have that just being more belts, couldn't I? What am I using lots of that I tend not to have enough of? No, I'll have these. Set to be more. modules. So at the back we need to have that is LTN combinators. That one is going to be speed modules. And we need to have another one. So that one is going to be those, and that one is going to be the LTN combinators. So I need to update my building train unload blueprint. So that needs to request basically 150 of those, because that's what goes in a train, and then these are going to be 100, 250. Okay, so that when a train comes in, that can just get reloaded. So we now have that train should have LTN stations on it, which it does, because we're making those quite nicely now. And what goes into an LTN combinator? We have a constant combinator and an electronic circuit. So that just needs copper cable electronic circuits. So we've got some copper cable up here and electronic circuits. So let's so that one needed electronic circuits as well, didn't it? Right, if I had that doing the circuits from there and another one doing the circuits from there, Constant combinator. LTN Combinator. A couple of stacks of those, just so that there's plenty. Right, I need to update my, I'll make a note to update my unload, building train unload blueprint, because I need to put substations onto it, and now LTN stations and combinators. But that has got everything that it needs. Right, let's see what we can do next. We've got the iron coming in, we need to get the sulfur going out. And the sulfuric acid going out, that's right. So we had, yes, I was wondering whether to do, I won't do any extra storage tanks here, but I will put a pump in. Pump a little bit of power. Right, so that is going to be, let's just rename these stations while I'm at it. That needs to be an LTN train stop, so that's going to be LTN oil for iron drop off. That is for iron there. LTN oil for crude oil drop off. Drip off. It's going in drips. Yeah, okay. LTN oil for sulfur pickup. LTN oil for lube pickup. And yeah, That's an LTN station, isn't it? So that's going to be LTN oil sulfuric acid pickup. So this is going to be sulfuric acid. And it needs to go up to this one here. Something like that. Now then, the lube comes out of this station. Over here, this was the lube, I think. No, that's the lube. So again, we won't have that going into... Yes, we will actually, because... I do want it to limit that. Do I want it to limit it? Because it's going to be limited by the fact that if all the other wagons and the train are filled up, I mean, it can be limited by the fact that it's absolutely... It can be limited by the fact that the tanks are absolutely full, rather than, you know, anything else. So we'll have that can come out and go up. Yeah, let's have that going next to this one. Except that is the line coming in, so that's fine. Right, so hang on a minute, this one is lube pickup, so that lube, I've already got a line coming in there for that, haven't I? So we'll do that. That line comes in there and goes into there, and these tanks are going to be for the lube. So we will copy and paste all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wagons. And the station, so the train comes along in that direction, which it will do. Connect that to that, so that is now powered on. So this is basically a 1 to 8 balancer, which is, you know, okay. Yeah, I'll have it symmetrical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we now have sulfuric acid coming out. We have the lube and the sulfur wired up. So, what if we turn that station on? Out of undergrounds again. So yowza, okay. That line is missing a it's not the end of the world, but I didn't want the train stacking up quite like that. No, we certainly have plenty of sulphur coming out now. Look, we have some sulfuric acid coming out, and we have some lube coming out. Look at that. So let's have a look and see. Right, we need to make sure that these stations are wired up properly. That is a provider. That one is also a provider. $5,500 sulfur in there already. I think I need to maybe wire everything together. $62,000 lubricant in there. That is not reporting anything. I need to maybe make some more copper wire. Although what I can do is get some free ones. By copying and pasting. $228,000 sulfuric acid already in there. 78,000 lube. That is now a provider station. And we'll turn that on. We'll turn that on. Right, is it going to start requesting trains when this is really empty? I need to double check how this works with I think LTN might be a bit fiddly with fluids, but we'll I'll do a bit of research into that. I've not got any trains or any stations requesting it anyway. Right, so I've got plenty of oil still coming in down there. Why are these requesting? Because that one wasn't connected to that. And that one wasn't connected to that. Okay, so everything there, it should not request any more trains after that. These should go back to the cleaning station. And all this iron plate will get recycled, I think. So I can still connect up these other two oil fields I've got down here. Although this one that I've got, it seems to be providing enough oil for the time being. I think that mining productivity does apply to oil fields as well. Yes, it does, look at that. I mean, I'm quite happy to sort of leave that going just on this oil field for the time being, and only wire the other ones in as and when it starts getting a bit low. Don't know. I'm still going to need an oil setup for rocket fuel. But now that we've got the sulfur coming in, we can get on with building the chemical science, which I will do in this this octagon over here. So we'll have that going in there. Yeah, look at all these. I need to put another radar in down there, but all these bots are busy emptying these. You know, there's plenty of capacity here because these are going to be like full chests. As I say, as soon as it needs another delivery, it'll pick up from the recycling station first. So that'll carry on just doing its stuff. I'll need to set up some LTN depots for fluid trains. I wonder if I can filter any unused sulfur back out onto the line. So that is a full line anyway now. Maybe we'll have this as a 2. As long as there's enough sulphur sort of coming in here for these to pick up, then any spare, and I might do the same with the other lines as well, but any spare will then just go up this line and end up going on the train. I mean, obviously it all depends on how quickly the chemical plant at the other end uses it all up and how many trains are requested, so it may not be an issue long term, but it's just that when we do request a train, we'll fill it a bit quicker. But that'll do for now, I think. Job done for this episode, so for now I will say see you next time.